Hi, I'm Dane. Welcome to another episode of Dax Jutsu. In today's episode, we will be using Power Automate to run a query against a dataset. In order to do this, first you need to publish your semantic model to Power BI Service or Power BI Web. As you can see, I've already published my semantic model, which is a very common one, Adventure Works Sale. So I'll go ahead and create a flow in Power Automate. So and I'll skip this part. I'll name the data flow, or I'll name the flow AWC. And my trigger will be just a button. So this is just invalid parameters. Hmm. Let me delete this one again. Trigger button. Yeah, that's fine. And after that, we'll be running Power BI. We'll be running a query against a Power BI dataset. Let's select this one and enter the parameters. Workspace is Adventure Works. Dataset is takes some time. Adventure Works sale. And uh, effects is effects can be either a DAX query or a calculated table. So I've already created a calculate table in Power BI. So basically what this calculated table does is it summarizes sales by product, category, and business type. And business type should not be equal to not applicable. And if you have noticed, I enclose the sum of sales amount and calculate that is because if you are not referencing an external measure, you need to enclose it and calculate. Otherwise, the evaluation of sales amount will be for the whole table or the whole sales table instead of a row by row uh, evaluation. But if you are referencing an external measure, for example, you already have a sum of sales amount measure, you don't need to enclose it and calculate because whenever you create a measure, calculate is always implicit. Well, most of the time. So I'll copy that and I'll go to our automate and yeah, evaluate. And the next thing to do is to create a CSV table. Create CSV. Where's that? Creates a um, actions. Create a CSV table. Hmm. Was just right under my nose. Create CSV table. And first table. Okay. Oops. And add another action. So what I'm going to do next is I'll send an email to myself. So send email, which is under Outlook. Send email V2. AW sales. And I'll be sending that to myself. Sorry. That should be sample. Example. Attachment. Add new item. Attachment name is awsales.csv. And let me see. Oops. So I'll be using the output from that attachment name.csv content. Okay. And I'll be testing this flow first. Let's save this. Save. Let's see. Once it's done saving, then we can just test manually. Test. And oh, okay, continue. Unload. And I'll open my email. Outlook. Here we go. I think something went wrong. It's empty. Oops, I thought it was empty because the file size was too small, but here we go. So we have product category, reseller business type, and our measure, which is sales, or the additional column in a calculated table. Now, there is another way to do this. I mean, another way to write a query without creating a calculated table. And we can do that using DAX query. So I already have the table prepared. You saw it. You saw this one earlier. But what I'm going to do now is I'll delete this one and I'll go to optimize. Now, optimize performance analyzer, and then I'll record this. Refresh visuals, and this generated a DAX query, and let's see what this DAX query does. So this created two two results. So we have to evaluate them. The first one is the minimum maximum sales, and the other one should be the top 502 rows of primary window. Where is it? Primary window. Primary, okay, the top 2 rows of this. Let's check on the result. Now, as you can see, we have the total, the grand total, and we don't need that. So what do? We go back to that visual, or this matrix, and we will remove column, row subtotals. And just leave this one and we will rerun this or refresh the visual and again go to DAX review and check. Now we no longer have that. We no longer have that total, but we have the extra columns. So what do we do? Mm, okay, let's check one by one. I don't need this. I don't need this one either. Right. Okay. And it added a sorting column. I don't need this. So we are only until okay. And the reason why there's a sorting column because product category category product category is sorted by the sorting column. But we can remove that from the peer review. Wait, okay, here we go. Okay. And do we need this DM0 total as well? I don't think we need that. Oops. Um, wait, there's a problem here. Let's go back to that and rerun this query. So what did we remove earlier? We removed this. Oh, remove this. And recap just this one. Now I know. There was an error in that one. Hmm. No. Right. We don't need the sorting. And this is our filter. Business type is DM0 total. So this created this extra column. Okay, so that's about it. We'll just copy that and go to Power Automate. And we are just going to edit this. And we'll save this first and then we will test if this works. Wait, red, run flow. And let's see. Let's check. Okay, here we go. Now, the choice between using DAX query or creating a calculated table is entirely up to you. But if this is going to be a complex query, then I would suggest you use DAX query view. For example, we can add sales territory. So, and then let's just don't have volume. Sales quantity. Then add quantity as well. Clear refresh results. And on DAX query view. So we don't need this one. And okay, do we have everything? Let's see. Remove. Okay, so save and run. So is it? Let's see. Okay, now the choice of which method to use is entirely up to you. If you're going to do something that's just very simple, then you can use the calculated table method. Otherwise, if it's complex, you can use DAX query view. Okay, so I hope you learned something and thank you for staying with me. Have a good day. Bye bye.